Mike! Oh,
Mike.
That's okay.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to KTV News, where we'll be taking you live through all the Canterbury and campus updates.
Coming up, Kent and CCU are working together to bid for funding for a new medical school. Train travel. The 16 to 25 rail card will be extended 1/3 off until you're 30. The trans officer tells us about the LGBT plus community on campus. Hundreds of students came together on Monday to reclaim the night, and today is Shave Off for Team Kent as Movember ends the month fundraising for over £14,000 in the kitty.
The Vice-Chancellor and principals of the University of Kent and Canterbury Christchurch are placing a bid on the creation of a medical school in Kent. The new Kent and Medway Medical School is a part of the government plan to fund 1,500 new medical places by 2020. The outcome of the bid will be announced in March 2018. We caught up with the Professor Karen Cox, Kent's new Vice-Chancellor, after the open debate with students. Here is her reaction to the event.
Is the probably biggest thing that you're now going to work on from this evening?
There were a lot of things raised, and there are things we'll take away around assessment and feedback, around feedback generally, whether it's modules or any feedback that students are asked to give. How do we make sure that we really close that loop? So that's one big takeaway. I think there are really big issues about engagement and communication, though. That's the thing I really want us to try and address.
If you can help students to feel that they're being attended to, that they know who to ask for help, that they've got a named person that they can approach, that they've got space in their school that actually links them together with other members of that community, then everything feels like it works better.
Look out for the full interview with the Vice-Chancellor, uploaded soon. In the recent budget, a new rail card for those aged 25 to 30 was promised by the government. The rail card would extend the 16 to 25 1/3 off discount that is used by so many students at Kent. We went to ask them for their opinions earlier today.
So hello, we're here from KTV News, and we're walking around asking people about their thoughts on 16 to 25 rail cards. Do you travel by train a lot?
Yes, I do. I travel to London almost every weekend, so it's very important, that rail card.
I've got a rail card myself, so I travel from Kent back to London quite a bit.
No, I don't travel frequently because it's too expensive.
The government are trying to implement an extension to the rail card where instead of being 16 to 25, they're now thinking to extending it to 30 years.
No, I didn't know about that, but I think that's great.
You know, you look at the prices in London as well, especially with the housing prices, it's kind of quite ridiculous. Now people are sort of living out of London now to then travel in. You know, I think having that discount definitely would help, 100%.
It definitely does help with commuting because I'm on minimum wage at the moment, so most of my wages do go on my train ticket back home. It would be nice just to cut that pay back a little bit more.
So much harder for people to find jobs, young people to find jobs, so that can go right up until they're 30. So it's kind of
and more people
necessary.
Now are going to uni later as well, and like taking more years out. There's more mature students.
Last week marked the Transgender Awareness Week. We spoke to the trans officer Valiant about the LGBT plus community on campus.
I'm joined with Valiant, the LGBT trans officer. So Valiant, What is Trans Week of Remembrance all about?
It started out as Trans Day of Remembrance, being the time that we remember those we've lost in the year to anti-transgender violence. I think this year is about 356 names. And Trans Awareness Week is like a week before Trans Day of Remembrance, where we raise awareness on trans issues.
What support is available for trans and non-binary students on campus?
The university has been discussing a trans student support policy. Most importantly, we have the LGBT plus officers. If you have some LGBT plus related issues, we can easily deal with it because we know how to signpost it to all the different authorities.
On the 27th of November, hundreds of students came together to the Reclaim the Night, a march in solidarity and support of survivors of abuse and sexual assault. The turnout was amazing, and students from the University of Kent and CCU came together in solidarity. The organisers are committed to making this a yearly occurrence.
And finally, Movember has come to an end, and Team Kent has risen over £14,000 with men's rugby alone, raising nearly £5,000, a new record for this event on campus. Movember tackles men's health on a global scale, and the earnings will be going towards the Movember Foundation.
So throughout the month we've been fundraising for the Movember Foundation. Team Kent's managed to raise just over £14,000 now, which is over 3 times what we had last year. And yeah, it's all going really well. But yeah, the leaderboard, as you can see, rugby have nearly on £5,000, so that's incredible. And the shave off is kind of putting it all to bed and just celebrating the fact that we've raised nearly £15,000 and got 208 people involved with growing moustaches on campus, which is really good, really good.
So what can we look forward to with the upcoming year and with next year?
So in the upcoming year we're launching the Man Up Speak Up campaign with Fraser. It's to raise awareness about men's mental health. We had the wall knocking down the other week, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more events around the campus.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back with another update on the 13th of December. I'm Vicky.
And I'm Charlotte.
And this is KTV News.